Your written content is part of your first online dating impression, so it's important that we make a great one. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing a female's written content and dissecting the good, the bad, and what we can learn from it. Coming up next. What's good, everyone? Mario here. What we're going to be doing in this video is breaking down written content in a female's online dating profile. So this is something that we do weekly in our online dating academy, and I want to get into it. There's lots of things that I want to point out, things that we can learn from, things that we can not do, or things that we can do or do better. But first, let me remind you that if you're not fully satisfied with your current dating or online dating experience, that you're fully welcome to join one or both of my free academies. All right, we have Get Game Group Academy for all things attraction, dating, relationships, and self-development, as well as our online dating academy. Both academies send out free weekly videos designed to help you level up your game so you can win more and lose less. Sign up is easy, takes seconds, and you can do so by clicking the link in the description or in the card for this video. All right, so now let's take a look at this week's submission. And the submissions can either come from members or something that I might come across that I want to point out to you all. This one is one that I came up with, but you all are more than welcome to send in your submissions. I would like to see what you have and review it. All right, so let's get to it. So what I want to point out to you is this is not a perfect sort of example, but it has a lot for us to learn from, and I think that's important. So let's get to it. All right. Hello. So I'm newish to Virginia. After how long can I keep claiming to be new here? All right. So first line, what I want you to understand is your first line is basically incentive to read the second line. So you have to nail it. You want someone to read the second line, you need to give them good value in the first line. Make it interesting, make it fun, make it so that they're like, I want to know more. I'm going to continue reading. You could probably skip the hello part. That's not bringing any value. Can we agree on that? Hello. Yeah, we didn't need that. So remove that. Next part is not outstanding because we really want to lead with more of a bang. But she says, so I'm newish to Virginia. After how long can I keep claiming to be new here? While it's not very interesting, I think it offers a little bit of interest because it's got a little angle to it because she's got the parentheses part to it. And what that displays to me is like she knows she's kind of saying, I'm new to Virginia, but then she's offsetting it, offsetting that kind of boring statement with self-awareness, kind of playfulness of like, how long can I actually, keep saying that? And actually that's what you should be interpreting from that. And she makes it clear with the emoji. Like, don't take, I'm not being too serious right here, kind of playful. I like that. All right. So we're seeing some personality come out, kind of offsetting that kind of I'm new to Virginia sort of boringness. All right. She continues saying, looking to find someone to show me around and have a good time with. Ladies, don't put that in. That sounds, that's not gold digger level talk, but that's on that same trajectory as far as men are concerned. So don't say stuff like, I'm just looking for someone to take me out or show me a good time. What guys will interpret that as is she's saying, take me out, spend money on me. And their next question is like, how serious is she? Is she just seeing a lot of guys trying to get free meals or someone to just show her all the stuff and just get a free ride on everything? Don't even go down that path. So don't write anything like looking for someone to show me around town. It's not going to be as well received. It's a preventable mistake. And basically, does that help your cause? I don't think so. So if it doesn't help you, when in doubt, leave it out. All right. The next thing that she says is, I'm back in school and I have a son, so my time is limited. So here's the thing. She's saying a few things here. When she says she's back in school, I'm learning that, well, that sounds ambitious, or she's driven, so I'm getting that. And that's also something that I might message her about, like, so what are you going to school for? What we always want to have is bait for people to start a conversation or continue having a conversation and getting to know us. So we want to give them something to work with. She's doing that. All right. Now, she also does mention that she has a son. She doesn't immediately lead with that, but she does include it in her written content. And that's something that where you have to kind of think about, do I want to include it right off the bat in my written content? That's better than pictures. Don't put them in your pictures. I have a separate video about that. But I do say that, if you're not going to put them in your pictures, you either can choose to put them in your written content or bring them up in the conversation once that gets started. She's choosing to put it in right now. So I would say this. I'm wondering, like, if she's mentioning her time is limited. If that really is the case, I totally understand her necessity to include that so that she can screen for guys who understand her time is going to be limited. If it's that big a deal, she's like, I have to include this so people know. All right. She says she loves Star Wars. Parentheses, don't judge. Again, I want you to see that every time she has the parentheses, it's revealing a little bit of her personality, playfulness. She's owning it. She knows Star Wars is geeky and whatever, and it might have people who are like, oh God, you're into Star Wars. But you know what? I've coached a lot of people who have these weird quirks, like I love Star Wars, I'm big into Harry Potter, and it's not a deal breaker for anyone. If someone likes you, they could give a shit if you like Star Wars. But what it does is it now offers some more content for people to message about and display an interest. I might ask her, like, are you a real Star Wars fan? Are you talking about the new ones or the old ones? What episodes are your favorite? 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3? And we could have that conversation from there. But when she says don't judge, that's the playfulness of what I recognize as her owning it, and I find that attractive, or not unattractive for sure. Like she's owning it, she's self-aware, and she's owning it. That's all good. All right. Now next she says, love baseball, love football too. That's great. As a guy, you're like, okay, that's cool. She loves baseball, loves football. I don't necessarily take that very strongly though. Why? Because if you love baseball and you love football, tell me your teams. Maybe maybe show a picture of yourself at a game or in your team's jersey. Maybe tell me who you really hate. Like me, if I were to write that, instead of saying I love football, I would say hardcore Kansas City Chiefs fan. I can't stand the Patriots. And that would be, look how much better that is. I'm telling you something more specific. I'm also telling you something where we could have a conversation where you could say like, yeah, I'm so tired of Tom Brady. He's always winning. Gets on my nerves. Give someone else a chance. And we could have a conversation from there. She says she would rather be outside doing stuff. Don't tell me about that. Tell me activities you actually enjoy. Do you skydive? Because that could be anything. Do you like just sitting outside? Do you skydive? Do you hike? Do you go do triathlons and do those run, bike, swims? I don't know. So this could be anything. So that's something that I would say. What are you talking about there? What are you really wanting to say? And she kind of gets into that in the next sentence when she says, I like beer and fishing and shooting guns and all that shit. So we're like, oh, okay, so she's a little outdoorsy. One thing I know that she likes is fishing. Okay. And as a guy, we're like, oh, beer, fishing, shooting guns. Probably something resonates with most men, either beer, either fishing, or guns, shooting guns. You're going to have a lot of guys who are like, I'm into that. And so you're kind of resonating with men. And that's something that you as women, I would encourage you to do. If there are aspects of your life, interests and activities that you are involved in, like shooting guns, fishing, and enjoying beer, guess what? A lot of guys they'll want to come towards that as far as in the online dating world, because you're someone that most women are not. Most women don't like fishing. Most women don't like beer and fishing or beer. And most women don't shoot guns. So when they do see that, they stand out. And it's not that men want someone to be just like them, but as far as compatibility, it's pretty cool if you can date somebody and possibly have a relationship with somebody who doesn't mind sports or who's kind of into beer and fishing too. It's not saying that's your new fishing partner, because you still have your boys or your solo time, whatever it is, but it's nice to be like, oh, I like this stuff too. We have this in common. All right. And when she says and all that shit, that's another example that I'm interpreting as her personality come out. It says that I'm not so serious. Sometimes I throw in a curse word, so don't think I'm 100% lady, or if you want that woman who's all prissy, that's not me. So see all the things that we can get from just a paragraph of written content. That's why it's so important. All right. She says, if you can make me laugh, you found the key to my heart. All right, well, that's not anything specific, but it's a little bit of a clue as to if I were to write an opening message or want to continue having good conversation with her, laughter and being playful is probably a good path for a guy who's like, I don't know what to say. Well, when in doubt, try and make her laugh or make yourself laugh, and maybe she finds it funny too. All right, and then she ends with and snacks. I love snacks. I want you to see how she wrote that. She wrote and snacks. I love snacks. All right, so she's talking about the key to her heart is laughter, but then she's like, and snacks. Just 2 words. It's not even a complete sentence, and that's the point. She's doing this on purpose. what I'm taking from it is that this is her communication style. And what I'm saying is actually some things that are kind of relatable to me, because when I write to my friends or even in articles, I'll use parentheses, and I'll be setting the scene a little bit better than just using, the verbatim stuff. I'll use the parentheses and kind of let people know, like, this is the kind of background for this phrase or whatever. But when she says "and snacks," I love snacks. That's her writing style. That's purposely used to give a little bit of personality to her written content. I feel like I know her a little bit. I don't think she's prissy. I feel like she's probably a good communicator. I feel like she's into a lot of guy stuff, and I have tons of stuff that I could message her about. So as a guy, I've got more than enough if I'm interested in. And as a female, you're seeing a woman who is displaying a lot of stuff that you can do, or some mistakes that you can avoid. Be more specific. Tell me your teams, and is there something about you that relates to men, beer fishing and shooting guns, sort of thing. So there's so much to learn from these written profiles. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we can always strive to do better. That's what it's about. You can have an even better profile than this, and it's all about just starting a connection. All right, I think this one does a pretty good job of allowing a guy to see it, read it, and be like, I could start something from that. All right. And that's really what we're trying to get to. All right. So there you have it. If you have more thoughts about this written content, by all means, I'd love to see that in the comments. So share them with me below. And as always, take care until the next video. Thanks for watching. If you appreciated the content from this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And male or female, if you're not satisfied with your dating or online dating experience, I invite you to join one or both of our free academies. We have Get Game Group Academy and Get Game Group Online Dating Academy, both of which send out free weekly videos designed to help you up your game.